Finally, some action. It's them or us.
All right, here goes nothing.
It will be done.
2 days into your journey to win my village, where you wait for it to pass. On the 5th day, you arrive at the Hallett Windwall border. According to your map, Dracot is near.
All right, this is it. The Surfacer's outpost should be just up ahead.
Dwarves fighting dwarves? This is absurd.
Well, maybe once we've recaptured the town, we can make sense of this.
What about the soldiers? Should we wait for them to catch up?
They'll be here within the hour. Let's use the time to get a picture of the situation first.
Sounds good. Gives us some time to appreciate the scenery.
Tell me. They will die by my hand. Let us proceed.
What's this? What do you need? What do we have here? Interesting.
Sure.
By the Guardians, help! Someone help me!
Hear that?
Yes. Someone is in trouble. The voice came from on top of that cliff.
What's this?
Undead! Look out! They are tied to the energy spheres! You need to kill them when they're inside of the spheres!
Consider it done.
I could use some healing!
What do you need? Is this the way?
I could use some healing! That's the best you can
try to keep up.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Right away.
Now.
It's
They
them
must be
or
done.
us.
They killed one of our heroes!
Stay close.
I need help over here. You got
Over
it.
here.
Lead on then.
I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes!
Damn it. Healing now. Let's be quick.
Here I am again. Orders? They will fall.
Move in.
Helen's rings. I'll never get used to that. So, what's the plan?
This way. Out of the way.
Sure.
Keep it up.
So, Wraith, back in the Purity Wars, you were quite indifferent to the fate of Nortender. What made you become an idealist all of a sudden?
I'm not an idealist. I'm only trying to survive. If the God of Light makes it into our world, your race doesn't matter.
Fair point.
I'm ready.
Out of the way. Stay close. This way. Over here.
Yes.
Yes?
Keep it up.
Sure. Really?
Take
Send
them
us
out.
back to the grave.
Yes.
Yes.
Changed your mind? Here we go.
Over here.
Sounds like a plan.
Arians, quills. That was close.
Who are you?
Ralph, Ralph Mallory, mage of the Greyfell University. And this man is... well, I don't know.
Can't he speak for himself?
That's the thing, he can't. Where do I start? I'm here on behalf of my master, who is studying dwarven burial sites. However, when I came here, I found this dwarf kneeling in front of the altar. He was, how should I say, empty, drained.
Your master studies dwarven burial sites. Why?
Why? To gain knowledge. This is what archaeology is all about, isn't it? To unravel the unknown, to shed light into the darkness.
I see. I assume by drained you mean that he doesn't react to you.
He doesn't react to anything. His body works, his eyes contract, but there seems to be no sentience in him whatsoever. No soul.
Interesting.
Any idea who this man is? A hunter? A digger?
Judging by his clothes, I'd say he's a worker or a scout, but I doubt we'll find out.
Do you know anything about the conflict in Dracot?
You mean those Windholm dwarves who attacked the mining town? Yes, they are the reason I'm giving Dracot a wide berth. I'm here for the graves, not to meddle in dwarven politics.
Where do these corpses come from?
Well, when the dwarf didn't react to me, I tried some things to rekindle his aura. Then, all of a sudden, these undead crawled out of the earth. My guess is that my magic triggered a resurrection.
Tell me more about this man's condition.
I would if I could. Frankly, I've never seen anything quite like it. His body is there, but his mind is just, well, gone.
You should go back. This is a war zone now.
Yes, I heard about that. The dwarves. Look, why don't we join forces? Whatever you're here for, I think I can help. If not, at least allow me to express my gratitude. I have some coin to spare.
Wait. We can't just leave this man here. We should end his suffering.
You mean you want to kill him? But why?
I'm not sure about this, General. What if he wakes up?
It's an order. All right. You can join us. Just be aware that it'll be dangerous.
Understood. Thanks, friend. Lead the way. I'll follow.
Tell me,
Try to keep up.
I shall
This
follow.
way. Attack!
Yes?
Is this the way?
Iria? I've been wondering, do you ever feel a sense of estrangement? A feeling as though you don't belong anywhere?
Do you mind if we discuss this later?
Of course.
There. That must be the surface dwarves' outpost. What do we have here? Interesting.
General Erev, isn't it? What took you so long?
We got held back by a storm. Are you the leader?
Oh, I guess you could say that. Hi. I'm Haratir Oakenbraid, Mayor of Dracot. Former Mayor, that is.
So the Windholmers are still controlling the town?
Oi. Frankly, I'm at my wit's end. Dwarves fighting dwarves. This is just wrong. It's got to have something to do with that sodding priest.
Priest?
Right. How would you know? The Windholmers have shut themselves off since King Rorik's death. Apparently a former priest of Nihaf seized power. Arrakis.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much, I'm afraid. I tried to reach out to my brother who still lives in Windholm, but I haven't heard back yet. Frankly, I'm a bit worried. If we manage to capture one of the attackers, maybe we can interrogate him.
Good idea. Doesn't King Rorik have a son?
Oi, he does. A useless dandy, more concerned with the latest beard fashion than politics. If this Arrakis is even half as ruthless as his goons, I doubt the prince was much of an obstacle to him.
All right, let's talk tactics. How do we reconquer the town?
Well, I'd suggest brute force. But there's a little problem we'll have to solve first. The barrier at the aqueduct. Briefly put, the Windholmers had their Earthshapers cast some sort of magical barrier over the only passage into the valley. We're stuck on this side.
Earthshapers?
Dwarven mages. They have the power to control earth and rocks as an elementalist controls ice and fire. Iskrim, the Circle Mage, is one of them.
You heard the lady.
We need to find a way through if we're to retake Dracot.
Oi, we do. But right now, this sorry excuse for an outpost couldn't withstand a horde of rabbits. In other words, we should reinforce this place before we take any action. You brought soldiers and craftsmen, didn't you?
A few as backup for your men, yes? They should be here any minute.
Grand. Since I'm no commander, how about you giving us a hand reinforcing this place? My friend Egrum, that pale lad over there, can give you a hand with that. Let him know that you'll handle things from here. And take a look at that barrier if you want to. We'll talk tactics once you've gotten this place into shape.
Yes? Are you Egrum?
That's me. I saw you talk to Harrod here. Does that mean you're the general the Queen promised us? Where are the troops? No offense, but I expected something with a little more.
General Arab!
Corporal, just in time.
Well, that answers my question.
Mayor Heretier said that our workers and yours should join together to reinforce the outpost.
Ah, I see. Aye, I can do that. Best we start with that old trading post over there. With your help, we could turn it into our base of operations.
Sounds good. Corporal, send in the workers.
Will do.
Aye, Commander.
Orders?
Our workers are under attack!
Let us proceed.
What's this?
Building completed.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That way?
I'm here.
Right away.
Building completed.
No one lives forever.
What do we have here? Interesting.
Yes.
Let's get to it. Fire up the ovens. We need more charcoal.
What do you want?
So, looks like you're all set up, huh? Grand. Tell me if you need to know anything about, dwarven warfare. Though, that sounds a bit fancy.
Appreciate it. I think we need more workers. Is there anything I can do to make that happen?
There might be. Check in the capital. They might have a plan.
How can we enlist more soldiers? We'll need them if we're to march against Dracot.
That one's easy. Just ask in the capital. It'll cost us, but it's worth it.
Where can I equip and hire soldiers?
Barracks for the simple folk, workshops for the more advanced contraptions, golems, dropships, balloons. But I'm afraid we can't help with the latter. We don't have the equipment for these advanced units.
Die by
Where do
my
you need?
hand.
Just give the word.
Alright, we finished.
Where can I equip and hire soldiers?
Barracks for the simple folk, workshops for the more advanced contraptions, golems, dropships, balloons. But I'm afraid we can't help with the latter. We don't have the equipment for these advanced units.
They are fools to challenge us.
You guys don't use wood, do you?
Why? No pun intended. Would we? It's harder to gather. Breaks easily and attracts fire like a dung heap attracts flies. Best thing you can do with it is to burn it. That's why we only have charcoal burners. They collect the wood, then burn it so we can use it for the smithies.
We're under attack!
So how is a dwarven economy different from a human economy?
Good question. First and foremost, do you know what a dwarven pacifier and a dwarven house have in common?
No.
Both are made of stone. We dwarves use stone for almost everything, and we need lots of it if we want to flourish. Meaning your first priority should always be to find quarries and build as many stone cutters as you can. You'll need them.
All right, thanks. I best get going now.
All right. Nihalf, guide your sword, Erev, and our axes.
General.
Make it good.
Sounds like a plan.
What is it? Out of the way. All right, we've reinforced the outpost. What now?
Now, we deal with the barrier. Have you taken a look at it yet?
Not yet.
Then I suggest you do that now. Also, while you're there, I want you to look for a woman named Kurger. She's the only person I can think of who might be able to help us out of this mess. She's a former engineer of the Bastion, and a damn fine weapon and runesmith, who used to put some of the best smiths back in Windholm to shame. Now, if we could somehow convince her to fire up that forge of hers again, and fashion a couple of runestones for us, we could do something about that barrier. Because, believe it or not, some of my men here actually used to be Earthshapers, and could use Kurger's runestones to dispel the barrier. You follow?
You want me to convince Kurger to fashion runestones for your Earthshapers?
So that they use their magic to bring down the barrier. Exactly.
Why do you need me for this? Can you talk to Kurger yourself?
Well, it's complicated. Suffice it to say that Kurger and I have a bit of a history together. Also, your word as the General of the Wolf Guard carries a lot more weight than mine.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
That's all I'm asking for. Good luck.
You got it. Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
Building completed. We've finished researching a new technology.
Yes?
What do we have here?
Is this the way?
Consider
It must be done.
Uh-huh.
Stay close.
Lead on then.
Move in.
Yes?
Looks like a good spot.
The outpost is complete. We've expanded our borders.
Yes.
I shall
Out
follow.
of the way.
Try to keep up.
There we have it. The only way into the valley. Blocked.
Wolfguard. Been a while since I've seen that crest. Let me guess, you're here because of the Windholmers.
We are. Who are you? And what are you doing out here?
Kurga Dwalmir. And I'm here to admire that lovely piece of dwarven engineering. Just like you, I'd wager.
What can you tell us about it?
You mean other than the fact that this whole situation is a Nihal forsaken mess? All I know is that the mad Windholmers put this barrier here. Probably because they don't want anyone behind this wall while they're busy ransacking Dracot.
Any idea why the Windholmers are even here? Why did they attack Dracot?
Darlin, I have no idea. But it might have to do with that Arrakis fellow in Windholm. Word has it he's done little else than instigate the people in the past few months. And maybe this is the result.
Any idea how to get through?
Well, I'm no Earthshaper, but I do know that a barrier like that requires a device to sustain it. A little dwarven engineering, if you will. Get rid of that device, and the barrier comes down.
So, Haratir told me you're a former engineer.
Aye. What else did he tell you?
That you could equip his Earthshapers with runestones so they can bring down the barrier.
Darlin, even if I fashioned them the best runestones on Io, the buffoons would sooner blow themselves up than dispel that barrier. So, short answer, no. Not going to happen.
They can't be that incompetent. Why don't you want to help them?
Because Haratir is involved, that's why. He can beg and grovel and send as many Nortandian generals as he likes. It's just not going to happen. Tough titty, said the kitty.
What happened between you two?
Oh, before or after he told me that he loved me, swore the granite oath, lived off my savings for a year, and then ran off with some young elven wench.
Ouch.
You realize that there are lives at stake here, don't you?
Look, I know you mean well, but aside from the fact that I enjoy seeing fate finally getting back at that bloody ox, I'm not that keen on stirring up trouble with the Windholmers. I know better than to pick a fight with the Bastion.
You wouldn't be over here if you didn't want to help.
Well, I guess you have a point. All right. For starters, I have a better idea than handing magical explosives to a bunch of nitwits. I told you that barrier is a result of some lovely dwarven engineering, didn't I? Well, thankfully, I'm at your disposal. I'll destroy that device they have set up and dispel the barrier myself. Then I don't have to deal with Haratir, and you can go retake the town. Everyone wins.
Why didn't you suggest this earlier?
Because I didn't want trouble with the Windholmers, that's why. Now, are we doing this or what?
Do it then.
Lovely. Stand back. Ow.
What happened?
The barrier must have had some kind of defensive mechanism. I'd need some sort of protection in order to... By knee half. It just had to be Haratir's men, didn't it? All right. As much as I hate to say it, it looks like we need those Earth Shapers after all. They can use a protection spell while I take care of that device. I'll get Haratir's men outfitted with the rune stones they need. No guarantee that the buffoons won't try to eat them instead of use them, but that's the best I can do without better materials. Also, since this might take a while, there's something else you could help me with, but that's up to you. It involves trolls.
Are there lots of women in the Bastion?
No. One of the reasons I left that shit pile behind me, frankly. No matter how good my work was or how committed I was in the army, every day some nitwit comrade came up with a new joke, suggesting that I'd be better fit crafting soup ladles than crossbows. And it's not as though I didn't know what I was getting into. When I told my mother of my plans to join the Bastion, she warned me that I was in for a rough time. Of course, I brushed it off as nonsense. But anyway, let's not go there. It's ancient history now.
What exactly happened between you and Haratir?
Never mind.
What can Earthshapers do exactly?
Protect. While on the march, they're very vulnerable. But once they draw their rune circle, they can really turn the tide of battle. They're immobile while they cast their magic, but their magic protects everyone in their vicinity. Pretty handy in a fight. Or, like we have here, dealing with the consequences of idiotic dwarven squabbles.
Our reserve of stone is low.
You said something about trolls.
Aye. There are some in the caves a few steps east of here. I've been meaning to deal with them on my own, but... let's face it, I'm not all that young anymore. Long story short, it's in both of our best interests to get rid of them. All this ruckus at the aqueduct probably woke them. And we don't need angry trolls rampaging through our base while you're busy reconquering Dracot.
All right. I'll take care of it. You mentioned you could do more for Haratir's Earthshapers with better materials. What kind of improvements are you talking about?
Well, if we had a proper forge and some iron, I could give them a dandy little upgrade. I'm sure the troops would appreciate the extra sense of security as well. Your call, though. They should be up to the task, as is.
A forge and some iron, huh? I'll see what I can do.
You do that.
So long.
Aye.
Go ahead. This way.
What do you want?
Right away.
Really?
That way?
Let's be quick!
End of the line.
They killed one of our heroes!
I shall follow.
This is... Anything you need?
So long.
Aye.
Yes? Lead on then.
Uh-huh.
Whew. Good work.
Orders?
Over here.
Sounds like a
Try
plan.
to keep up.
Keep it up.
Yes.
Sure. Stay close. Out of the way.
What do you need?
Move in.
Good.
Give them work.
Attack!
It's them or us.
Good. I think that was all of them. Let's tell Kurga.
State your need. Make it good.
Anything you need?
I took care of those trolls.
You did? Grand. If anything tears down me hut now, it'll be a bunch of crazy windholmers, not a furious troll. Here, you earned yourself this. Thanks again.
So long.
Aye.
completed. Fire up the ovens! We need more charcoal!
What do you need?
We finished researching
Anything you need?
Okay, the Earthshapers are ready. Let's give it another try.
All right. Just give them the order to cast their protection spell over me. Let's hope this whole thing doesn't end up in flames. Now, on my mark. 3, 2, 1.
We can take...
Well, I'll be damned. You did it. Grand, General. Grand.
Thank Kurga and the Earthshapers. Now we can move back into the valley and retake the town.
Right. And send those buggers back into the mountains where they belong. Not an easy task. According to the scouts, the Windholmers didn't just dig into Dracot when they pushed us out. They also spread out over the whole area. Defensive outposts, in other words. Lots of them. And of course, that means they'll have scout and troops patrolling the area too. Even with your support, I doubt they'd hesitate to teach us a lesson. The scouts also mentioned they noticed several new defensive towers spread out all over. That'll be a pain. It's a long road to Dracot, General, but I know you'll get us there.